everyone, my name is Jamie Willett and I'm a consultant with Encryption Consulting. Today's video is on CodeSign Secure and our feature Reproducible build using pre and post hash validation. Let's first discuss why you would need Reproducible build and what features it offers. Reproducible build is the process by which you can build code and get the same output or build regardless of who's building it, assuming that they are using the same build environment, process, and steps as the original build. CodeSign Secure's Reproducible build features two functions, pre and post hash validation, that help guarantee that your project is built correctly and from code that you trust. You're going to need for this project Jenkins and GitHub. We have a GitHub project here with two files in it, and we also have a Jenkins pipeline set up to build that code. Our reproducible build is configured as a pipeline in Jenkins, which you could view and edit here. It has various stages where we check out, build, and sign code. By following these stages and these steps, anyone with access to this Jenkins pipeline can build on the same build machine, guaranteeing the same build environment, and that the code pulled matches the code compiled inside the project. Let's take a look at our pipeline real quick before we run it, and take note of some of the features it has. So this pipeline has a stage where it checks out code from this repository here under the checkout stage. We then execute our build with whatever steps we want to use for building, and we archive the unique versions of the specific thing we are building. We then proceed with signing. Now, if we go over to CodeSign Secure, we can configure additional features. Our signing certificate is called Demo Certificate. We can see it here. We can configure on this certificate its key usage to pre or post hash validation. If we set up pre-hash validation, we will first validate the hash of the file being built against the code being built. So if the file being sent for signing does not match the hash of the content of the repository, we will reject the signature and we will send out an error to an email set up in the setup. Or we can set up post-hash validation. Post-hash validation means that we will go through with the signing, but then send out an error message so that proper action can be taken and the signed file will not be distributed. Because pre-hash validation can take some time, if you need a file built and speed is the absolute priority, you could go with post-hash validation. However, where time is not the largest concern and security is the greatest concern, we recommend pre-hash validation, as the file will not be signed and the process will be interrupted if there is any inconsistency between the repository and the object being built. This helps prevent specific attacks that target modifying the content being sent before it reaches Jenkins pipeline features, whether that be by sending a fraudulent file to be signed and matching it with a fake repository that exists. These attacks have become common in recent years and have affected very large organizations and caused significant financial damage. Because of this, we highly recommend making use of this reproducible build feature if you are publishing code in a CI/CD pipeline that may be accessible to people that you do not want to be misusing your signatures and certificates. Let's set up pre-hash validation as the key usage for this certificate. We can then see that our signing project here, demo project, is linked to our proper GitHub. And we can see the information required to set it up. We can configure where the email goes for pre and post hash validation testing. In this case, I'm going to set it to my email such that I will receive the email of confirmation when this works. We're going to submit these changes and give CodeSign Secure a moment to work in the background. Once the process is complete, we can go over to Reproducible Build, and we can return to the build page. We're going to build on our pipeline now by selecting the branch we wish to build on and selecting Build. We can then navigate to Build Stages to see our progress through each stage. We've successfully checked out the code. We are now building the binaries and then conducting a sign. We've successfully completed this process, meaning this reproducible build was a success. If we check our email, we can see that we have received an email that the verification has been successful with signing project, named demo project, and we can see the incoming hash, the certificate used, and we can guarantee this way that the content signed was in fact matching the content in the repository. This guarantees that we can trust the build and we can continue to distribute it to our clients and internal areas for usage and testing. This is just one of CodeSign Secure's many robust features to protect against cyber attacks and to protect the digital integrity of your signatures and certificates. For more information about CodeSign Secure or to set up a demo, please contact us at Encryption Consulting, and we can help you set up code signing for your organization.